Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Newton steps away to his left. That is caught by Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Carlos Watkins in there for the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Obviously, got hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
You didn't use the stiff arm or nothing? But when you're using a stiff arm, it fucked up, though.
So press on the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Yeah.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Elliott once more. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They snap it to Newton.
Oh, good shit.
It's the Cam Newton to Christian McCaffrey connection. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'm paying attention to the potential sack.
They're going for it on
Took my eyes off of him.
Not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Ooh, good shit.
Lamb, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A first run for the backup of Abdullah. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 40. The 20.
Excellent play. Way to apologize.
By the Cowboys. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Newton on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Newton. Pass to Marshall on a quick slant. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
While it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
Good block.
Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Cam's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott.
Good beat. Damn, I threw that shit high.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Zeke having a nightmare afternoon.
Throwing, Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal. Here's Elliott. And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third and 2, Newton. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal.
No, come on now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A partner in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Newton throwing again. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys have it here just past the 25. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number.
No!
This is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six. Panther touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Dallas.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a long loss of 15 yards all told. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. This play here is no adjustments. So that's cover 2, cover 4. Except we got the slow receive. Put that in front, but was always just put the B on the screen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Well, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick.
We're going to have that pretty much all game. I would say against man cover too, because a lot of people like to do these type of curl flats.
Good game.
But these type of curl flats here, you know what I mean? Like if you have that, that's going to be another reason to have that drag, because you're going to, it's going to take away that outside guy. You have to go over the middle. It's going to force the ball over the middle, but at least you'll have two options. Next up, we got the stick. It's just a good cover two play. All you have to do is streak the B route, streak the A route, put the X route, just motion him out. That's all you really got to do. This X route here is going to be a really big play to the sideline, just as long as you get it clean. I was under pressure and it still worked out, but it's very easy.
Good game, yeah, send it.
It's all about the pass lead. You really just have to pass lead outside, bullet pass lead outside. Once this guy, basically gets past the cornerback, and you can have a really good play. Sometimes it's best to float it. I mean, I flip. We got the stretch alert bubble. This is a very good cover 3 and 4 play. We'll pick cover 4. Basically, any off coverage, you can take the handoff wide, which is a good play, and then you could also, the bubble's a good play. Anything that, the bubble just won't be good against things like man coverages because they typically play down. Although you can see right there we had some success, so I guess, it really depends on what you're looking at. But that was a cover 2 man. I guess the linebacker just really didn't get out of the coverage. That's the thing about man covers is a lot of times when they're supposed to be covered by linebackers, they're extremely late to the party. There you can see he goes for this. It was the safety. It was a different story. So it really depends on who's in front of the receiver. So if you're looking at this and it's supposed to be a linebacker, he's not going to be able to keep up. But anything else, he should be fine. Next up, we have the wide receiver power fake jet. This play here kind of reminds me of a wildcat play. Even I'm not even sure where the play's going half the time. As you can see, as long as you have some speed over here, the blocking sets up pretty darn good.
Come the blue screen.
It's something that you can have success against just about any defense. I would say cover 3, cover 4, maybe even some man coverages might be best. And then you can see, there is a possibility to get blown up in the backfield. You spend a lot of time in the backfield.
Might have just made it. Might have just made it.
Sets up real well. And this guy here, this first fake receiver, really turns into a solid lead blocker. Next up, we got the verticals. It's a really good cover 3 play, but you could also run this against just about any play. All you have to do is put the A route streak and the B route on a drag, which I didn't really do. Let's do it against the RB route on a streak, my bad, and the B route on a drag. You really have the same type of crossing route setup that I've been going over in a lot of my different plays. But that's pretty much something you could run against just about any defense. That was a cover 4. We could do that against man.